Hey everybody, this is Doug Schauf with Remax Oceanside of Make Maine Your Home.com. This week we are going to talk about 5 projects to do when you're getting your house ready to sell. I get this question all the time, like what should I do, what shouldn't I do, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to talk about 5 things that you should do that will help with the sale of your house. So let's do this. All right, everybody, this week, again, we're going to talk about a few projects to do around your house that will add some value, getting your house ready for sale. I get this question all the time, like what should I do? What shouldn't I do? Rule of thumb that I always say is like, if anything's broken, of course, fix it if you can. You know what I mean? It depends on how big the project, broken piece of trim or something like that. These are going to be some common projects that we talk about consistently. We talk about it very often to people that are looking to sell their house. So let's jump right in. Number 1, painting. Painting just about anything helps. All right, whether it's the exterior of the house, the trim, the inside of the house, the ceiling, the walls, the the doors, whatever. People just love colors in their house, and sometimes they're a little wacky, a little loud, a little like, oh my goodness, look at that color. Oftentimes we recommend, hey, look, maybe we should paint that room, tone it down a little bit. So painting anything, and oftentimes houses just need touch-ups. Maybe the colors are great, but just need some touch-up. You lived in the house. Kids scratch it, dogs scratch it, things like that, so just touch up. So painting just about anything freshens things up. So then let's see, curb appeal, landscaping. Don't go overboard, of course. You don't want to spend a ton of money, but geez, just mowing the lawn, maybe weeding, anything to add curb appeal. Curb appeal is huge. Keeping the lawn trimmed, keeping the lawn looking nice, weeding, putting mulch in the mulch beds where they're supposed to be, just kind of sprucing things up, inexpensive to do, always makes a house look better. So highly recommend looking at, walk out to the street, look at your house. What should I do? Number 2 is curb appeal. Check it out. See what you can do to spruce it up a little bit. Number 3 is kitchen. I'm gonna throw bathrooms in there, kitchen and bathrooms. So this is the question I get all the time. Should I put granite in before I sell the house? Or should I put a hard surface in, upgrade the kitchen, upgrade the bathroom? I typically say no, you shouldn't spend the money on that kind of stuff, because the next person might want to do more or do less or not like what you chose, things like that. When it comes to kitchen and bath, what I recommend again is look at paint. Maybe the cabinets can be painted. Maybe the hardware can be changed out. Clean it, clean it up. Sometimes just cleaning up the countertop, if you don't have granite, clean it up, make it look as best as you can. There's inexpensive ways to make your kitchen and bath look good. Bathroom could be as easy as just really kind of some elbow grease. Get in there and clean up the shower. The caulk around the shower might just need to be brightened up and redone. Cleaning up can do a lot in a bathroom. So, and all of those don't cost really much money at all. So number 4, flooring. This is tricky because, flooring can be very expensive, but flooring can also, it's one of the things that people look at. If you got hardwood floors and maybe you have dogs and your dogs have scratched it up considerably, geez, maybe there's a way to fix that. If carpet is really bad, carpet's really not all that expensive. Maybe you can swap out the carpet. It will drastically change the room. And then of course, if you paint, go back to number 1, paint the walls, change the carpet. Now all of a sudden you got a new room and it really looks nice. Hardwood flooring, of course, can be expensive and time consuming and dirty to sand and get done before you go to sell it. And I don't always recommend that. But I've had clients that just kind of go out and get some oils or just clean up the hardwood to make it kind of shine right before you go on the market. And it really helps out a lot. It kind of helps take away some of those blemishes and stuff. But if there's anything you can do on flooring, that'd be great. So flooring, kind of get a good assessment of what can and can't be done. If you have a budget, of course, we got to be mindful of that. All right, so number 5, lastly, light fixtures. Light fixtures are very inexpensive to swap out, and sometimes, maybe you have a house that was built in the 70s and there's still a couple of light fixtures that are from the 70s and you just kind of haven't done anything about it. Maybe now's the time to swap those out, because light fixtures can really change a room. They can add brightness, but then also they can just, add to the look and feel or change the look and feel to the positive, especially if it's in a room where you just painted and maybe did the carpeting up. Maybe you want to change out that light fixture to something a little more neutral or just nicer, depending on what's there. So light fixtures, things like that, or ceiling fans. If you got an old ceiling fan, maybe it's time to swap it out into something nicer. It'll make the rooms look a lot better. Hopefully this helps. 5 projects that you can do before selling a house. Painting, check your curb appeal, kitchen and bath, minor updates in there. Check out your flooring, see what you can do with that, and any light fixtures or fixtures that might need to be swapped out. Hopefully this was helpful. If you got any comments or questions, comment below. Hit me up through email. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you want. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.
Really good. I'm very glad I took the